Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for the line. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm doing another instant noodle one. 3 in a row because yay for the three-peat. But well, I think I'd have to do 3 in a row, then lose one, then do 3 more to have it be a proper three-peat. But semantics. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside my back room tonight, and I did emphasize tonight. It's like 3 a.m. at the time I'm doing this. I have a Peter Can Thunderbolt poster behind me. I got some Marvel figures up there a little bit. You can kind of see them. They're there. I got a crappy old ladder off to the side. I've also got hamsters all around me. This is actually my little back animal room, so got my hamsters, my little hedgehogs. You might hear them. They might even make an appearance. Probably not, but we'll see. I'm also wearing a cool shirt. Folks, when I wear cool shirts, I like to highlight the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, I'm still rocking my Boom! My Static X Evil Disco Man shirt. I like Static X, clearly. In fact, I think at this point I have more Static X shirts than I do of any other band that I've seen. I've definitely seen multiple bands more times than Static X. Static X just has a lot of really good shirt designs. But if you're not familiar, Static X, they're an industrial kind of nu metal band from the late 90s, early 2000s was really their heyday. Their seminal album, Wisconsin Death Trip, still fantastic. They, just a few years ago, they sort of reformed. Sadly, the lead singer, Wayne Static, he passed away. The original remaining founding members, they went over there, came together, got some material that Wayne had been working on. They put out an album. They've actually been touring. I actually have some videos of shows that I've been to of Static X on this show, or on this channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, folks, what am I trying for y'all? What are we doing? Well, like I said, it is an instant noodle thing, but it's a little bit different because, folks, it's Boom! I can't really do a good boom with these because it will spill. It is from Star Anise Foods. It's apparently woman-owned. Cool. Vietnamese faux noodle soup bowl. It is non-GMO. It is brown rice noodles with no MSG. And it is toasted garlic ready in 3 minutes. I think I gave it a little bit longer in 3 minutes, but whatever. It's got a little thing on the back. Tao and I'm going to say that's Tao. I apologize if I'm pronouncing stuff wrong. Tao and I started Star Anise Foods from our love for Vietnamese food. We are passionate about sustainable farming opportunities for women and sharing Thao's family recipes. Try our Vietnamese faux noodle. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. So yeah, I've done plenty of instant noodle stuff. I in fact have an entire playlist for just this stuff. I don't know that I've done a faux one yet. If you're not familiar, and I believe technically it's pronounced pho, but it's... So here's my gripe with that, right? And I'm not, but... Because I've been told off by, people who are a little bit more posh about it, and they're like, actually it's pronounced pho. It's fine. Here's my only issue. Almost every, faux noodle place or pho noodle place that I've been to, they use pho somewhere in their title, and it's usually, as faux. Okay, so, there's a place I like to go, my favorite faux place, called Noodles Faux You. Pho doesn't work in that instance. I'm not saying people are wrong, I'm just saying. But anyway, let's, see if we can't get a decent thing here. Ooh, they're different consistency. Let's see. Sure. But yeah, pho is I think it's the national dish of Vietnam. It's like a very brothy soup. It's kind of like their version of ramen to a certain extent. But I'm a big fan of it, so I doubt this is going to be as good as the proper stuff, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. This one I had to actually boil water and stuff, and extra effort. consistency of the noodles is really interesting. I don't know that I've ever had noodles that work quite the way that these do out of like these instant ones. Um, they have like a very interesting texture. They're kind of, I don't mean this in a bad way. They're kind of spongy. Like they have a little bit of a chewiness to them. Whereas like a lot of times with rice noodles, I found like they break apart relatively easily. These actually have a little bit more substance to them. Maybe because they're brown rice noodles. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had brown rice noodles. And they actually have a decent amount of flavor to them. So yeah, they have a lot of flavor, and it's kind of like a somewhat savory rice flavor. Is the best way I can describe it. Like there's definitely eh, damn it. These are some very hearty noodles. I don't know how much of that is just the noodles themselves versus like the paste, like that you use for like the flavoring to create the broth. But very interesting, like definitely different from anything else I've had. I'm gonna try just a little bit of the broth because it's like it's definitely got a lot going on. It actually does kind of look like pho broth. Okay, all right. This is a reasonable approximation of the pho that I've had. Is it as good as like the stuff that I can get from like the restaurants? No, definitely not. It's nowhere near. But it's not as far off as I would have thought. Because when you think of like, like your instant ramen type stuff, right? If you've ever had actual proper ramen, it's worlds apart. It's not even worlds apart. It's fucking universes apart. Actual ramen is phenomenal. It's one of the best things you'll ever have. Uh, this compared to pho, it's like yeah, it's not. Again, it's not gonna fool you, but it's more evocative of like a proper pho taste. And pho is really good. Like when you got to get it from a good place, though, it's the same kind of deal with ramen. I've had pho from some places, and it's not great. But when you get a good spot, it's fucking delicious. This is pretty dang good. Like it's it's obviously missing a lot of the depth that pho has. It doesn't have the various ingredients. It's just noodles and broth. But the noodles are interesting and actually tasty, which I like. And I like that the broth has a lot more going on with it. It's not just like a one dimensional thing, which probably comes from the fact that, like I said, it was a whole freaking packet of, not even like the powdered stuff, it was like an actual paste. So I think it made a more, closer to being like a proper broth than what you get with a lot of these. Rice noodles are hard to pick up with chopsticks, though. But yeah, I mean, I like this. It's I can appreciate that it has a lot of stuff going on with it. It's would it be in my upper tier of like instant noodle stuff? No, but I could see maybe being in the tier just below that because this, for what it is, it packs a lot of flavor. There's actually a decent amount of complexity to the flavor, and it tastes kind of along the lines of what it's supposed to be. I will say it's got a little bit more of a stronger sour taste to it than I've had with most of the fuzz that I've had, which may be them trying to sort of recreate like the somewhat acidic taste of pho, which again, yeah, I'm just going off my personal experiences. Um, that's about the only thing that I would say is like a a marked difference beyond just like, just it doesn't have like the same depth, the same quality. But I mean, yeah, man, I'm down with this. Like, it's when it comes to like the instant ramen stuff, when they start trying to veer off of the more established style of things, it can be really hit or miss. Some of them, it's like it just didn't work. This, I would say it works. I would say it works. Two questions have to be asked though: would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and kind of. So I would get this again because, as I mentioned, like I like having a variety of like instant soup stuff because like it's great for when I get home from work. Man, I'm tired, I'm wore out. I just want something quick that I can eat, before I go take a nap. This works great for that, and this would be the consistency of it and everything would be nice to add in to create some variation, and it's tasty, so I like it. Now, as for recommending it to other people, it's if you're like me and you are like an instant noodles person, there's no reason to not try it. If you're somebody who's like an avid pho fan, or pho, or however you want to pronounce it, I mean, it's an approximation. I would say if you haven't had pho yet, don't let this be your first instance. Go get the proper stuff. I think that'll make you appreciate this a little bit more. Because, or maybe the other way around, I don't know. But I think that, getting the original, like the actual stuff first would probably be the better option. Ideally, you get that anyway, but this is good for what it is. I'm down with it. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of the week. Monumental to yours. Months, dependence rest of your folks. You go over there and have yourselves a truly fantastic rest of your life. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. You can hate me all you want. I don't care. I'm wearing my Static X shirt. You can't hurt me. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Trust me, okay? Especially when you're over there, you're filled with all kinds of noodles. Like I said, this is number 3 for me, and I'm still going to do at least one more review after this. Not noodles this time, though. I suppose I could create the three-peat situation if I really wanted to. Could I? No, I only have one other type of noodle thing, so. But anyway, life can be very stressful, very distressing. It's important when we run into those situations. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing, whatever the thing is for you. That's what I want you to go out and do, damn it. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself out some Star Anise Foods women-owned Vietnamese faux noodle soup bowl stuff that I've tried here today. And maybe you're going to really like it, and you're going to be like, that's really good. You're going to try out the real pho, and you're going to really like that. But you're going to be like, you know what, I still really like that. It's a nice extra snacks, and you're going to go over there. Maybe you have some, maybe you have some investment skills and stuff like that. I don't know what you do with your free time. Maybe you're going to go over there, you're going to invest into Star Anise Foods and, help out all the fine women who own the thing and the farmers and all this stuff. And then it's just this wonderful thing that makes the world a little bit better place. Or if, you're like me and you don't have money to invest in things because, you don't always make the best life decisions, you just get yourself some pho. Check out to see there's a lot of pho places popping up, at least where I'm at. Bye.